Sons. My name is Larry Dawson. So I wrote a speech just for today. And when I go places and I do speeches, I usually write a speech and I name my speech, right? So the name of today's speech is Becoming the Best You. So me being here, standing up here, talking to you guys is a miracle, some people would say. Some people would say it's a fluke and it's an accident and that I'm not supposed to be here. Some people would say that maybe I don't deserve to be here, or that they don't know how in the hell I'm here speaking to you. But I was last week speaking in front of a few hundred people, and I'll be doing the same thing again next week. But I say that I'm here speaking to you today because it's my destiny. This is what I was built for. Every single thing in my life has made me who I am and prepared me for these situations to be here speaking to you. All the trials, all the tribulations, everything I went through as a young man to get to this point. Because if I hadn't gone through those things, I would not be who I am today. And I wouldn't be here talking to you. So it is not a fluke and it is not an accident. It is my destiny, and that is why I'm here. So as you can see, there's some certain topics here that we're going to speak about today. And the first thing that we're going to talk about on the path to becoming the best you is letting go of the past. What does that mean, letting go of the past? That sounds really simple, right? But it's not quite so simple, is it? So, why can't we let go of the past and go forward? Why can't we let go of things that happened to us when we were a kid? Why can't we let things go that happened 2 weeks ago? Let me show you something. Do everyone in this room know what an anchor is? So your past is like an anchor. If you're on a boat and you're out in the water and you don't want to move, what you do is you take that anchor and you throw it in the water. That anchor goes to the bottom and it sticks to the ground. And that boat, it will not move. It'll drift around a little bit because it has a little bit of leeway here and there, but it won't move from that spot because it's anchored down. That's your past. As long as you hold on to your past and you're worried about your past, you'll never be able to go forward. You'll stay right in that same spot, anchored down. But if you want to go forward, if you want to make real progress in life and move forward with your life, you have to pull that anchor up and put it back on the boat. Cut that engine on and go forward. That's the only way you can move forward in life, is to pull that anchor up. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that same spot. When you leave here today and you go and you get in your car and you go home, you cannot get in your car and drive home looking in your rearview mirror. You have to look out the windshield. That's the future. The now is you sitting in the car seat. The past is in the rearview mirror. The forward, the future, is that windshield. That's the way you have to look at life going forward. You only use that rearview mirror every once in a while to check before you change lanes. That's what you do. You use the past as a reference guide every once in a while. So you either don't make the same mistake again, or if you had a success, use it as a reference for going forward to make another successful decision. Let me give you another scenario. You're at work, right? Your boss says something to you. And instead of you taking it as constructive criticism, you take it personal. This happened 2 weeks ago, right? Now, every time your boss says something to you for the last 2 weeks, you give him a cold shoulder. You wait till the last second to turn your reports in. Act like you don't care. Who is that hurting? That's hurting you. Because you can't let go of the past of something that was said to you 2 weeks ago, and you probably took it out of context anyway. Because obviously, they're your supervisor, and they're trying to get you to a certain point. But because you took it personal, and you've been holding on to that grudge for 2 weeks, now you made that situation snowball and even worse. Holding on to the past. You have to pull that anchor up. You have to let go of the past. You have to accept it for what it is and come to peace with it and move forward. And that is not just that with every scenario in life. It's not just with work, it's anywhere. It's in relationships, it's with your finances, it's with your family, it's everywhere. You have to let go of the past to be able to go forward. Don't let those chains of the past bind you. Make a decision to let those go so you can be free and move forward. Are you really tired? What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? People say to me all the time, I'm tired. And I have a response to that. I'm tired of hearing people say they're tired. Aren't you tired of being overweight? You say. So I say, aren't you tired of settling? Aren't you tired of not having enough money? Aren't you tired of your life not being where it's supposed to be? Aren't you tired of your relationships, your work, every aspect of your life not being exactly where you want it to be? Aren't you tired of that? So if you're so damn tired, why don't you get tired of that? Take that tired energy and put it towards that and fixing those things. Let me tell y'all something about being tired. Every single thing you do in this world starts in your mind. Your mind controls every part of you. So, watch this. Your mind controls your body. If you wake up and you're saying, I'm tired, you're driving here, you're saying, I'm tired, you're going to work and you're at work saying, I'm tired, you're talking to your friends, you're saying, I'm tired, guess what you're telling your body to be? Tired. You see the pattern you start? And it starts right here. By saying, I'm tired, you have made yourself tired. You have to stop that mentality. You have to catch it before it goes forward. When you wake up, you tell yourself, I got this. And start looking at the production that you could do ahead of you and the great things you could accomplish each day. Every day is a blessing, and we are not guaranteed another day. Stop saying you're tired so you can stop becoming tired. Start saying you got this so you can get this. Change your mindset. When you change that mindset, when you flip that switch, watch, the body follows. Because the body does what the mind tells it to do. So if you're telling it to be tired, you're going to be tired. If you're telling it you got this, you're going to get it. Right here. One quick thing on top of that. Our bodies are like premium vehicles. Your body runs off of the food that you put in it. Food is like gasoline. So if you go buy a premium vehicle, go buy a brand new Corvette, they tell you this vehicle takes premium fuel, but you start putting regular unleaded in it, what's going to happen? It's not going to perform properly. It's going to sputter, and it's not going to be that premium vehicle that you thought you was getting. But it's only because you decided to put regular fuel in a premium vehicle. Your body is the same way. If you're going to put donuts and McDonald's and BS in your body, you're going to feel tired. You're going to feel sluggish because you're running off of bad fuel. If you can make the choice to put some healthy things in your body, it's putting that premium fuel in that premium vehicle. Your body will perform at such a higher level. Your energy level will rise. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel good. You'll have an extra pep in your step. All by just simply changing the food you put in your body, the fuel you put in the premium vehicle. Think about that. Mindset. Stop saying you're tired. Start saying you got this. Be careful of the fuel, the food you put in your body. The definition of a hypocrite. Does anyone in this room know what a hypocrite is? There's a lot of people, anyone, I don't care, someone tell me what a hypocrite is. What's a hypocrite?
Someone tells you something and does the opposite themselves.
Okay, so hypocrite is someone that talks bad about others and criticizes others, but then they do the same thing. How many people in this room are guilty of talking about one of their coworkers for playing on the phone, or gossiping, or not doing their work when they should, but yet you're still doing the same thing too? What does that make you? Yeah. So, if you don't like when other people do it, then why would you do it? So, let me show you something really quickly. I tell people all the time, you've got to self-check yourself before you check anyone else. And everybody's going to agree with me. I know everybody's going to agree with me. But hold up, I'm about to take it to another level. This ain't about being fake. This is about being real. And watch this. I challenge everybody in this room to take a long, hard look in the mirror. And I'm not talking about the look in the mirror when you're combing your hair, or you're shaving your beard, or the one where you're putting your cologne on and making sure your shirt looks good. I'm talking about the one where you stop and you look in your eyes and you look at yourself for real, who you really are. Not the way you look, not the clothes you got on. You look at yourself in the eyes and ask yourself who you really are. And ask yourself about the decisions that you make every day. What can you do to be better? And how many times have you judged someone else for doing the same things that you do? You can't change everybody else, but what you can do is you can self-check yourself and change yourself. And stop worrying about what other people do. Because it's not about what he does, or he does, or she does, or she does, or he does. It's about what you do.
Amen. I had to say that.
Start your day off right. What do I mean by start your day off right? What I mean is when you wake up in the morning, don't pick up that phone and go straight to social media.
Yeah.
Right? Don't pick up that phone and go straight to social media. That is not starting your day off right. That is starting your day off wrong. Period. Start your day off right. Start your day off productive. Start your mind in the right process. Watch this. I tell people set goals that they want to do the next day. So before you go to sleep at night, write down 10 goals you want to do the next day that you want to accomplish. That way your day is not controlling you, you're controlling your day, right? So you have a list of goals to do. So when you wake up in the morning and you get out of bed, don't touch that cell phone. Watch this. The first thing you do, make your bed. Why make your bed? Because when you get done making your bed, you've already accomplished one goal. You've already started the day off productive. You've already reached one goal. You've already knocked one challenge out the way. You've already started your day off on the right path. You're automatically going to feel better about yourself. You're automatically going to feel productive. And that's going to start the process. Stay off that cell phone. Stay off social media. Give yourself a little bit of time in the morning to get your thoughts right. Take a few minutes to envision what you would like that day to look like, what you would like to accomplish, what your goals for that day would be, where you see yourself step by step. The list you wrote out the night before, take a few minutes and visualize it, that you're going to knock each one of those goals out, and hold yourself accountable. If you like watching a certain TV show at nighttime, tell yourself, if I don't scratch off all 10 of these goals today, I'm not allowing myself to watch that show tonight. Hold yourself accountable. Start your day off right. Positive mindset. Not thinking negatively. Not talking bad about others. Not gossiping. Start your day off right. Get up. Don't touch that cell phone. Make your bed. Visualize your day. watch this, along with not thinking you're tired, right? And you got no past holding you back because you let go of the past. So now you feel good when you leave the house. You feel good on the ride here. You feel good when you're at work. You're knocking out your goals. You feel better about yourself. You're putting healthy food in your body. You see the process. You see the change. You see how you're going to start feeling better about yourself? Procrastination. So who in here knows what procrastination is? What's procrastination?
You don't do the things you need to do when you need to do them.
Ah, you don't do the things you need to do when you do them, when you need to do them, when you keep putting them off, right? So, how many of us in here, we get a raise of hands, procrastinate? Okay, so we got everybody in the room, basically. All right, so let me give you two quick scenarios. Let's say the number one thing you procrastinate on that's holding you back. That if you would stop procrastinating on it, you would be able to move forward in your life in several areas and your life would be so much better. Right? So everyone's is different, but everyone knows what I'm talking about. There's one area in everyone's life that they're procrastinating in that's holding them back. Two scenarios. The first, imagine the person that you love the absolute most. Someone puts a gun to their head, and they will no longer be here unless you stop procrastinating and do what you've been procrastinating on. I bet you would stop procrastinating then and get it done, wouldn't you? No question. Second scenario. Whatever your dreams are, whatever you want in life, whether it's money, cars, vacations, houses, it's right here. And if you stop procrastinating, they'll give it all to you for free. You would stop procrastinating again, wouldn't you? And you would do it all, right? That procrastination would mean nothing. You'd go ahead and knock those goals out like it's nothing. So why does it have to come to such a drastic measure for you to lose someone that you love the most or for you to gain everything that you ever want all at one time? See, because neither one of those are reality. But I gave you two scenarios that made you be like, heck yeah, stop. Why can't you stop on your own if you know that's holding you back? See, that's a dose of reality. Because in your mind, everyone just came up with an idea of what made them stay back and not move forward in life because of procrastination. But I gave you two scenarios that made you in your mind go, yeah, I will stop for that. So in other words, you're saying to yourself, I can't stop. It's like a light switch. You have to flip it. You have to stop procrastinating. Or you will never go the places that you are meant to go. Teamwork. Teamwork. This is an important one because y'all work together as a big team. Right? So, I want to give y'all a quick scenario, right? The New England Patriots have won 6 Super Bowls and have been to 9 Super Bowls in the last decade and a half. That's unheard of in the NFL with free agency and a league that is designed for parity. How has that happened? Because every year they've won, they have not had the best football team. They have not had the best players. Everyone knows that they've had a great quarterback, but all the rest of those players are just interchangeable parts that come and go all the time. How did they beat these? How did the New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams? Not this Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl before when they beat them the first time, when they were considered the greatest show on turf, the highest scoring offense ever, and one of the greatest football teams ever. How did they hold them to 14 points and beat them 17-14? How did they do that with a no-name team? Good, I like that. They did it with teamwork. They did it with teamwork, and I'm going to show you how. Because from the head coach, the leader, all the way down to the last player on the bench that didn't even get in the games, every single person on that coaching staff, team, and organization is on one page. Not one single person, player, or executive is bigger than the mission and the team. Like this. That's how year after year after year after year after year after year they go out there, and if they don't at least win the Super Bowl, they are right there. They do not have the best players. They do not spend the most money. They are not the flashiest organization. But there is a team work that starts from the top to the bottom. And that head coach makes sure every single player is on the same team. And why do all those players buy in? Why do they all buy in? Why does not one of them say, man, damn this system, damn this? Guess why? Because they get the ultimate reward. Someone might get to be on TV for 5 minutes, that's fine. They get championship rings. They get the parades at the end of the season while other players are watching their parade. That's teamwork right there. So, if you're going to be a real team, if you're going to be together, one unit for real, everybody must be in the same pool. Everybody must be pulling in the same direction. If you're pulling in one direction, 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 how could you accomplish the ultimate goal? How could you meet your quotas? How could you go forward? How could this team look good? If everyone's pulling in different directions, if everybody's not on the same page. Teamwork, unity. And let me tell you one thing about teamwork and unity. The number one thing is communication. You have to communicate. Whether it's tough words that you need to say to someone, that's fine. But communicate it to them. And have it open to where they can say it back to you. Communicate. Negative, positive, ugly, bad, whatever it is, communication. That way everyone can be on the same page. If you shut down and you don't talk, or if you don't say what you're supposed to the right person and go talk bad to someone else about that person, that's accomplishing nothing. Watch this. I'm going to ask everybody 2 questions. 1, when you talk bad about someone else, or put someone down, or belittle someone, does it make anybody in this room feel better to do that? Does it? No, but we do it. Does it make you feel good to uplift someone, to help someone, to give someone a pat on the back, to encourage someone? Does that make you feel good inside to do that? Yes. So when I give you the 2 options that way, does it make it a little bit clearer? One makes you feel bad and causes a negative effect. One makes you feel good about yourself and causes a positive effect. So why would you not choose the one that not only makes you feel good, but also causes a positive effect? All right. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork. So, the next part is something a little bit different than I've ever done in one of my speeches ever before. I'm a mental guy. Whenever I get hired to go do a speech somewhere, I usually talk to the person that is hiring me and ask them if there's a particular topic that they would like me to talk about, or some people just say, come and do your thing. So I designed a speech based on what I think that I should talk about to help that particular crowd out. And I name my speeches, and I never take notes, I never write anything down. I do it all in my head. I come up with my speech, I practice my speech in my head, and I get on stage, and just like that it happens. I did something different today. It's the first time I've ever did this different. Today I took notes. Today I wrote something down. And I did it for a reason. I did it because I know the person personally that brought me here to deliver this speech. And I know this person very well. And this person, I can stand up here and tell you right now, is a really good person, a really good human being. And they want the best for everybody in this room. And this is how I know for a fact that they want the best for everybody in this room. Because this person, this lady, she works with me on a regular basis. I own 2 companies, and one is a fitness company. She works with me on that aspect. And we do a lot of talking. And see, here's the catch. When you're all together at work, you have to be kind of polite, you have to say the right things, you can't talk too bad about people. I hear her when she's not at work, when she's not around any of y'all, and she can say whatever she wants to say about any of y'all, and it's free. She can do whatever she wants. But she doesn't talk bad, you know what she says? Larry, man, I really care about these guys. I really want them to know that I got their back, that I care about them. I really want to get everybody on the same page, on the same team. Like, I want to show them different. I don't care what was going on there before. I'm here now, and I want the best for all of them. I just wish I could get them all to understand that. I wish that they would all understand and feel that I'm trying to get them to all come together, that I'm there for them, that I got their back. And I said, Kelly, I might be able to help you with that. That's how all this started. So, let me tell y'all this. I don't know how much y'all deal with Kelly on a day-to-day level, but I promise you, I know this for a fact from dealing with her when she's not here around y'all. She's got y'all's back. She just wants you to pull your weight. If you pull your weight, she's got you. She's a good person, a good human being. I vouch for her, and I know the truth of what she wants for y'all. That's why I agreed to come here to do this today. That's why I did something different than I did in any of my speeches before, and I wrote something down because I wanted to make sure that it came out exactly the way that I wanted to come out this next part. How many people in this room have heard of the scenario, a glass half full and a glass half empty? Everybody, right? So, for the first time ever doing a speech, I'm actually going to read something. I wrote this 2 days ago for y'all. There are 2 ways to look at everything. One way is from a negative point of view, which will keep you in a negative mindset, and you will never be able to prosper or be happy. The other is from a grateful and thankful perspective. This way will make you feel happy, fulfilled, productive, and proud. Unfortunately, the majority chooses to look at the negative side. This does not mean that the 70% that looks at the negative side can't be like the 30% that looks at the positive side. But it takes a real change of mind to flip that. You can't fake the change. It's something you really have to do from the inside to consciously make the decision that you no longer want to look at things in a negative perspective, and to make that change to really start to no longer look at everything in a negative light, but instead in a positive light. Once you do this, your fortunes will change and you will feel completely different about your life and everything in it. You will feel thankful, blessed. Your life, your friendships, your relationships, your job, and everything around you will feel better. The opposite would be feeling negative, and upset, and depressed, or like you don't have enough, or you're never satisfied. Looking at things as a glass half full or positive will make you feel full and rich and beautiful. Looking at your glass as a half empty or negative will make you feel down, unhappy, unsatisfied, depressed, and always feeling like you are undeserving and not good enough. When I have spelled this out and read this to you and given it to you in a crystal clear picture, the way that making your life feel, looking at things in a negative light, and the way it makes you feel, looking at your life in a positive light, doesn't it make you want to look at things in a positive point of view? Who wants to feel like that? So many of us do that to ourselves, and we can't get out of our own way because we always looking at things as the glass half empty. It's so simple. It's one glass with water right here. All you have to do is be thankful that it's halfway full. And everything I said on the positive side will come true. But instead, we choose to see a glass half empty and continue down that negative path of despair. This makes you feel worse and worse and worse, and it's a cycle that never stops. When I present it to you like this, it's easy to make that choice, is it not? So I'm going to ask you this. I talked earlier about everyone taking a couple minutes and doing a reality check and looking at themselves in the mirror. Ask yourself that. Can I start being thankful and looking at things as the glass half full so my life can be enriched and beautiful and happy? And I can stop feeling depressed and unworthy and like I'm not good enough, unsatisfied? I hope you guys understand exactly where I'm coming from with that point. That is a very serious point that goes way beyond this room. That goes to every person walking this planet everywhere. It's a mindset. So, we're right here. Number 8, finding what motivates you. Everyone in this room has some stuff that will motivate them, but what will make you find that and become motivated? So, let me explain something to you. We as human beings, we can find motivation from 2 areas, a negative and a positive. You can take pain, stuff that happened to you as a childhood. Bad stuff might happen to you in your childhood. It could be relationship that didn't work. All kinds of negative aspects in life. A tragedy, wanting to prove the doubters wrong. You can take that pain and channel it and use it. When you're tired and you don't have that motivation right there, reach from that pile and pull it out and get your motivation. But then there's also the positive motivation. It could be the love of a parent, the love of a child, the will to win, the force of good. You take that positive motivation, you can do the same thing with it. You can pull from it in the moments when you feel like you don't have it. Pull from that positive motivation. You can also do this. It does not have to be one or the other. You can pull from both of them, the positive and the negative. You can get that motivation to do anything, to push yourself to the next level. When you don't feel like getting up, to get you up. When you don't feel like coming to work, to go to work. When you don't feel like doing the extra thing in your relationship, to do that extra thing. When you don't feel like going to a part-time job to save a little bit of extra money, go to that part-time job to save a little bit of extra money. When you don't feel like taking your kid to Carowinds, take them to Carowinds. That extra motivation to push yourself when you don't have to push yourself. What if I told you that I found my motivation from both? What if I told you that I found my motivation in my mid-20s? Would y'all believe me that if I told you that? Would y'all believe if I told y'all that I found my motivation in my mid-20s while I was in prison? How many would believe that? How many in this room would believe it if I told them that I grew up in the streets? That the people that were supposed to care for me and love me weren't there for me. That I didn't have the advantages or the things that other people did. That I grew up in the streets, and that I was abandoned, and that I've been shot, and that I've been stabbed, and that I was bounced around from state to state, and I was even pastoring 13 homes one time in 1 year, and that I was beaten, and that I was molested, and that I went to prison for 13 years. How many of you in the room would believe that, knowing that I'm standing up here as a man that owns 2 companies, as a motivational speaker that travels up and down the East Coast, and as a life coach? And what if I told you I've only been home 4.5 years? How in the hell is someone that's only been 4.5 years home from prison going around speaking to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people with his 2 companies and his brand? How did he do that? With all these people that I talk to, they've had their whole entire lives to get to where I'm at. How did I jump way ahead? How did that happen? I used the pain from everything that happened to me as motivation. I used the love from my daughters and my mother as motivation. I was 3 years into my prison sentence when my mother came to see me, and I had just gotten in a fight with 3 guys. And I sat in visitation on my birthday looking at my mom. And for the first time in my life, I heard every word of what she said about my potential and who I could be and what I could be and how I let it go. I made a decision that day to change all of it. And I wrote her a letter after I got back to the prison yard and told her that from this day forward, everything changes. For the next 10 years, I studied psychology. I educated myself. I sharpened my body and my mind to a level that I can surpass anyone. 10 years, every single day, 10 hours a day, 3 hours a day on the body, 7 hours a day on the mind. When I came home, I noticed 2 dramatic things. One, everybody is distracted now and is like this all the time. 2, everybody has become so lazy, it's disgusting. So while everybody was like this and being lazy, I took off. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute, pushing towards my goals, accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. Find your motivation. Find what motivates you. I took all the pain from my past and put it together and used it to pull from. I took the love from my daughters and from my mom that in my moments when I was like, man, can I keep going through this? Can I keep going through this? And I pulled from it. Find your motivation. Everybody in this room has stuff that they know inside that they can pull from. Channel it and pull from it. Find your potential. Right? So, fulfilling your potential. Right? Fulfilling your potential. Fulfill your potential. Find your motivation and fulfill your potential. Every one of you in this room has the potential to be great. The only reason you aren't where you're supposed to be and know what you're supposed to be doing is because of you. It's not because of anyone else. When I came home, you think they want to give me a job? Hell no! I found one place that would give me a job. One. I took it and I ran with it. One place. I'm not even going to get into the story, what it took. One place. I took it and I ran. I didn't waste a single opportunity. I said, I'm going to feel my potential. I'm going to fulfill everything that I promised I would to my mom and to my daughters. Every opportunity you let go by, every day you let go by is another opportunity and another day you will never get back. Oh, I'll do this next week. I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this next time. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. How many next weeks, next months, next days are you going to, how many times are you going to do that to yourself? Stop wasting those opportunities and fulfill your potential. Take the steps that you need to take. Stop eating the bad food. Start waking up in the morning with a positive mindset. Stop talking bad about others. Stop the procrastination. Come together as a unit. Self-check yourself. Find your motivation to become the best you. Making a real change. So everything I've talked about today is leading to becoming the best you. The most important part of all of this is right here. Making a real change. How many people say at the first of the year, I'm going to start going to the gym and I'm going to get in good shape. I'm going to get this excess weight off of me. I'm going to do this. What the hell are you waiting till the first of the year for? What is wrong with right now? That is just more procrastination and putting time off even more. Right now is the time. You have to make a real change and it starts now. Not tomorrow, not the next day. And let me tell you something else. A real change is not easy. It is hard. I had to make it in the toughest place in the world, in a prison setting where everything and everyone around me was negative constantly. Y'all are doing it out here in a free society, right? In your homes, in your workplace, in your cars. You don't have to worry about all this stuff attacking you. You have the option to make the change. It starts right here in your mind. But it can't be fake. And it can't be, I'll just do this one time, or I'll just do this a little bit, or I'll just try it a little bit here, a little bit there. You have to really make the change. And watch this. It starts with one step, and then a second step, and then a third step, and then a fourth step, and then a fifth step, and then a sixth step. And then guess what? Now, that has become a pattern. Now, that has become the norm. And all of a sudden, that becomes a lifestyle. But it starts with that first step. One step at a time. Just like if you wanted to go get a degree. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year degree. Step by step by step. And it has to really start here and really start here. And it can't be fake. It has to be real. How many in this room really want to make a change or really want to be the best version of themselves? Raise your hand if you want to be even better than you are today. If you want to be the best possible you. Man, I would like to say this from my own personal testimony. Believe in yourself. Do not doubt yourself. We are our own worst enemies sometimes. You have to believe in yourself first, because if you don't believe in yourself, why would anyone else ever believe in you? When everyone else doubted me and said that I couldn't do all the things I said I was going to do, I didn't care. I said I'm going to do them anyways, and I've done them. From opening up my own fitness company, to starting my own clothing line, to opening my own promotion company, to writing, directing, and starring in my own TV show, to doing motivational speaking. People thought I was crazy, but that's okay. I believe in myself. Believe in yourself. Let go of fear. Stop doubting yourself. And believe in yourself. Thank you for having me today, guys.